Hello everyone, hope you are doing very well. In our previous lecture, we have studied about binary fields in Odoo 19, how to implement in our custom module. This video is being delayed because my health condition is not right, so you may see further delays of videos. I will try to maintain the consistency as well. So today we are gonna study about how to apply dynamic selection field for your custom module in Odoo 19. You have already known how to use selection field, right? Here we take the data type as selection and add the value. Now, what if we want to show the dynamic value instead of this static value in our Odoo 19 custom module? So, in order to do that, let's create here a field name years is equals to fields dot selection, and let's keep it like this currently. So what I am going to do is I am going to fetch last 5 years value in the selection field. Now how can we do that? It's simple. We just need to create a function and call that function in this particular selection field. Now first let me create the function for it. If get last 5 years, and in that function first call it, let's create a variable current year is equals to date time. We need to import date time from date time, import date time now for current year, date time dot now, which will give the current day, but we want year, so we simply date time dot now dot year here. Now we just years, we want last 5 years, right? So we simply create for y in range current year, control C, control V, comma, we want last 5 years, so current year minus 5, comma, minus 1. We want to get in the descending order, right? Now is str, comma, y. We want in the string value. Now we want, as you can see in the selection field, we have like a tuple value. We have to add two values. So we need to add tuple value. So we will simply add here y and I'll simply return it here. Now what this function do? It will first get the current year with the help of date time importing now dot year. Now secondly, it will loop towards the year and we want current year and last 5 years, so we will do current year minus 5, and we want in descending order, so it will be minus 1, and we want as a tuple for the selection field, so we have added here two values and we will simply return the value. Now this return value we will simply use it here. So we first need to add an attribute known as selection is equals to, we need to create a lambda function, lambda self colon self dot the function name. We want to get last 5 years, so we will use that function and here, add here self as well. And I think the code is pretty much right. And also just add a string is equals to yes. Here I need to add a comma. Now what I'll do, I'll just simply restart the server, go to the apps, upgrade our module, go to the library management, our person view. Okay, we need to add this in the view as well. So I will copy it. In the form view, I will simply add yes. Let me just verify the name. Yes, it is. Restart the server. Go to the apps. Upgrade our module. Library management. Person. Select. See, now you can see the records of the last 5 years and it is coming dynamically. So, in order to summarize the today's lecture, what I have done is in order to create a dynamic selection field, all we need to add is a selection attribute and a lambda function followed by the function in which we need to add the code as per our requirement. For today's test purpose, we have added to fetch the last 5 year value for the selection field. So we have created a function of last 5 years and in that function we simply got the current year, then simply iterate over a loop in a descending order and added in the tuple base and return it from the function. So if you want to create a dynamic field, you can simply do it by this way. I hope today's lecture had been understood by you. If there are any doubts, please let me know in the comment section. Till then, thanks for watching.